So, Ian, you've got to be pleased with what happened here this evening with Council's decision on their support of the 2017 Briar bid.
Absolutely. Council's been very supportive over the years of tourism and tourism events, and certainly hosting the Tim Hortons Briar Rather is one of the major events we could ever host in our city. So my goal was to show them that we had all of the other areas of financial support from the province, the federal government, from the local tourism industry, and it was great, but it wasn't a surprise to me that Council came forward unanimously to support this.
I want to touch on the news today that David Orzetti has announced $300,000 toward this bid. That's got to be a shot in the arm for you.
Yeah, it's great. It is something we certainly depended on because, we had to generate upwards of $850,000 for our local end of things. But the province of Ontario, through their Celebrate Ontario Fund, have a blockbuster component that is to help communities host major events. And certainly the Tim Hortons Briar qualifies as a major event. And our MPP, David Orzetti, did yeoman's work in working with us and helping us access those funds. So credit goes to him.
So now, tell us a few of the details. How did the advanced seat sales go, and if there's any competition that's been unveiled or revealed yet?
Oh, sure. The advanced ticket deposit was a great idea. It was something we wanted to put together to show Curling Canada that not only did the community support curling, but they would know that in advance that we would have at least a third of that arena filled right from the get-go. So we had set an ambitious goal of about 1,000 deposits. And really no surprise to me, but it was great. We did over 1,200. So citizens and businesses came forward to make those deposits, and it really sends a strong message that we're serious about this bid. In terms of competition, we do know for sure that St. John's, Newfoundland is making a bid to host the Briar, as is Regina, and there was some rumor of a fourth community, but we haven't identified who that is. But nonetheless, we're comfortable and confident that we have a strong bid, and we'll just let our bid stand as it will.
And of course, another big good news that you mentioned tonight, that is that Curling Canada is allowing smaller venues or smaller communities to bid on these events.
Absolutely.
So you've got a better chance at...
Yeah, it's kind of come full circle. It grew, and I have to say, going back to 1990, when we hosted the Briar here in Sault Ste. Marie, the attendance record held for years. And it really gave them the impetus to go, hey, we can grow this event. It's a real big deal. And so for years it went to larger communities with larger arenas. But I think they've come full circle to realize that their biggest audience is on TV. And sometimes when you host this in a 20,000 seat arena in a 4 million person community, it kind of gets lost in the shuffle and you don't really fill out that arena. So the people on TV, their key audience, are seeing arenas that are half full. When they come to a city the size of Sault Ste. Marie, one thing we know for sure, there will not be a half-empty arena. So the TV audience sees a full and an excited community that really wants to host the Briar, and they see that excitement, and it just benefits everybody.
Let's talk about some of the other variables, because it's not just about getting the event, it's what goes into making the event a great happening for everybody involved. There's the hotel partnership, you mentioned that, and how important that is, and also air service, you mentioned that too.
Well, certainly, Tourism Sault Ste. Marie's real role now, once the bid has gone in and hopefully we're successful with it, will be spending our core budget in marketing the event. So we will create packages with the hoteliers, with transportation, with other attractions for people to see and do when they come and visit the Briar, creating like a whole atmosphere of fun and enjoyment and excitement so that people will want to come to our community. They'll want to stay the entire duration and spend their money and their time here. And that's something we do really well. We did that with Carhartt World Hockey Cup in 2012. All the people that participated in that filled our city, we provided them with great accommodations, other things to do in terms of attractions. And everybody will tell you that the 10 days that they spent here were amazing. It was the best version of that they had ever seen.
So are we going to see or hear about any plans as the bid gets closer, or even after the September announcement?
Well, once they make a determination on who wins the bid, if it's Sault Ste. Marie, you're going to see a flurry of activities. The event will still be, almost 2 years out, but nonetheless, on the local level, we'll have to form the organizing committee. With the curling clubs, we'll have to find a chair to chair the committee, and there'll be a number of different committees that will get put into action almost right away. And at the end of the day, it's going to take hundreds and hundreds of volunteers, but the city is known for volunteers, and I have no fear that we'll find as many volunteers as we need to do this.
So are we looking at the website still being operational even beyond the initial advanced seat sale?
Well, I think we'll take that Briar Bid website and we'll modify it. Certainly, where our focus won't be on the deposit anymore, but it'll be hopefully keeping people updated in terms of where we are and what we require, and that'll be a good portal to use if and when we do win the bid, to start soliciting volunteers and setting up the committees and all the operational organizational things that will be need to be put into place.